the seniors, today is the deadline for the CSU and UC applications. Fun. Go College.
And this is the number of cans that the 8th grade has contributed. And the sophomores aren't that far ahead with only 3. But seriously, guys, you guys should be contributing to this food drive. Seriously, it's going for a good cause. I really encourage you guys to bring at least something in. Class officers, you guys should be encouraging your classes to do so. And men's soccer, we have an away game at St. Francis. Get dressed during lunch. We leave at the vans at 2 o'clock. So you don't have time to get dressed out during work job. So get dressed out at lunch. And General Student Council meeting today.
Oh yeah, General Student Council meeting.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right. And by the way, those meetings aren't optional, okay? Like, please show up.
All right, so we have a couple of musical events coming up that I want to make sure you're all aware of. The first, of course, is the winter concert this Saturday. The choirs and all the instrumental ensembles will be performing. We start at 3:45 here. Then we move to the theater for the instrumental part. It's going to be a great day. I need to remind you yet again to keep an eye on haiku, so you know what the schedule is, because it's changing. Those people who did not keep an eye on haiku and did not show up to the chamber choir rehearsal this morning should come see me. I will be partial to groveling if you wish to be excused. Secondly, the week we come back from winter break is one of my favorite events. It's what we call the solo ensemble concert. Solo or ensemble concert, which means any York students who want to perform instrumentally, vocally, dancers, actors, monologues. We would love to have you perform. We have this concert in the theater. It's the Friday we come back from winter break, the 8th of January at 7:30. We move this piano onto the stage in the theater. We'll be moving the harpsichord onto the stage in the theater. It's a really nice floor for dancing. So if you are a dancer, an instrumentalist, a singer, or an actor, we'd love you to consider participating in the solo ensemble concert. If you want to do an actor, you want to do a monologue, you'll need to talk to Miss Reach. She will give you the approval that she feels. We'd like to make this a pretty high quality event. It's through 5 or 6 steps above a talent show. I have a form here that you can fill out. If you wish to participate, I'll be at the back door. Because this thing happens right after school comes back, and because preparing the programs for these events is quite an ordeal, it takes a lot of work to make a really beautiful program. But this needs to be back to me by the 16th of December. This is the last day of finals. And finally, I have a few more honor group acceptances to acknowledge. You know, these people are talented like many of you. They work very hard. They've gone out for auditions. They've run the risk of being rejected, because when you audition for something, there's always a chance they're going to reject you. For the high school honor orchestra, Jonathan and Michelle Vu have been accepted. For the high school honor band, the CCS, this is Kevin Zamzal-Pollock has been accepted. For the CCS middle school orchestra, Justin Vu will be the concertmaster. And for the All-State Honor Choir, these 4 people will be participating: Eleanor Bennett-White, Alex Davies, CJ Pagazian, and Jenny Rakusin. Congratulations.
So as you guys remember, last week we had the pie competition, which was really fun. Got to taste some awesome pies. The winner overall was 12th grade Denny's Pie. The best crust went to 11th grade, I think it was Devon's. And the prettiest pie went to 10th grade Lakehead's.
Okay, so this week we're going to be having a spirit week. So listen up, guys. Tomorrow is Crazy Hair Day. Wednesday. is coming, and it's going to be a holiday day, so you can wear like Christmas hats or sweaters and things. And we're also, okay guys, and we're also going to be having candygrams passing out, and we're going to have candygrams during lunch, so you can make candygrams for people.
Well, women's soccer has a game at 3:30 on the upper field against St. Francis.
Girls, we realize that you don't have uniforms yet, so today, either during lunch or sixth period, go to room 3, which is Mr. B's room, and get your uniforms there. And ask your teachers to leave class at 2:30 to head out to the field. Thank you.
Ash Girl auditions are today and tomorrow. You only have to come one of the days. It's at 2:45. Wear clothes. You're comfortable moving in. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you.
Seniors, please do your senior pages. I would like to shout out Larissa for being the only one who submitted one. Also, winter break is coming soon, so please, work on your pages. If you're in yearbook, go in during your freeze, go in during lunch. You can work in the library. Please get them done. Thank you.
When I was younger, sports didn't interest me at all. I did gymnastics for a little while, but I could never master the cartwheel, so I quit. I did dance after school for a couple years, but I got tired of it and I stopped. But the main reason I didn't participate in sports was the overwhelming fear that I wasn't good enough every time I would make a mistake. It wasn't until last year that I decided to face my fears. I was hesitant about joining field hockey last fall, but an old friend persuaded me to, so I went for it and signed up. When the meeting came around, I only knew a few girls there, and I started to feel nervous. I didn't understand the positions or how the scoring worked, but soon I realized almost all of the girls were in the same situation when they were freshmen. The season turned out to be exciting, but tough. At first, I was so out of shape that I injured my knee. The practices consisted of sprints, passing drills, and a countless number of squats. The strenuous exercise wore me out and made me more sore than I'd ever been, but it was worth it. All my hard work paid off when I scored 2 goals in one game. Those were the only goals I scored all season, but I was still incredibly proud of myself. One of my favorite practices was when we played soccer, a combination of soccer and hockey, which involves using a soccer ball as a field hockey ball. This may just seem like an easy, cheerful game, but it's exhausting. All of us dress up in crazy, colorful clothes. We laugh at ourselves for half an hour while falling on our faces and stumbling over the ball. The activity seemed silly at the time, but later I realized that by working together in this humorous competition, our teamwork improved during games. By participating in sports, I've made many lifelong friends and memories. My confidence grew quickly, and I'm much more open to meeting new people and having different experiences, like joining student council and clubs. I learned that I'll never know what I love until I try it, and I should never let fear of failure get in the way of trying something new.
CIEE summer study abroad applications are due by midnight tonight. If you need any help with them, Mr. Raymond or I would be happy to help you today during lunch, or you can find us somewhere around campus.
Good morning. I'm here again representing the Safety Committee, and I wanted to just briefly kind of go over what's been happening with health and fitness. When I came to the school a little over a year ago, really a year and a half ago, it was really kind of exciting for me to discover our health and fitness program, which Mr. Daniels put together, and I think is really a positive opportunity for us to interact with each other, talk to each other, be outside in this incredible campus, and give us some options, some choice in terms of what we'd like to do for health and fitness. I've been at several different independent schools, and to be honest, there's very little choice. You kind of sign up for your gym class, and that's it. Here, we've had that amazing flexibility to do really nice things, but unfortunately, some of you aren't doing them. And some of you are even some ways worse signing up or going in to sign in for your activity and then you leave before it's over with, or try and, kind of skip out and head somewhere else. And that creates a concern for us because we need to be accountable for where you guys are. It's really important. Some of you haven't signed up yet for health and fitness. Mr. Daniel and myself don't really want to be running around trying to track you guys down, figuring out where you are, and then when we do discover where you are, you kind of say, oh, I was just hoping to get out of this. It's considered a course. In order to get credit for that course, in order to graduate from York, you need to complete this. And if you miss, if you have unexcused absences, we will be tracking you down. We will be reporting you to Ms. Keys and the Discipline Committee. And as in the handbook, if you miss, if you have 3 unexcused absences or more, you may not get credit for the course unless you fulfill that requirement during the summer, outside of school time, and somewhere else. Because of the safety concern, we're going to be very serious about this, and we will be pursuing it. So if you have not signed up, if you're doing independent activities, something that's also allowed here, and we're pretty flexible, and it's pretty amazing you can do these independent activities, but you need to apply to have permission to do that, and it has to be approved. And if you are, I know some of you have been doing this, but you haven't turned in the paperwork. This could also be problematic, so please get on top of that. Thank you.
Tomorrow we will be doing something kind of unusual. We haven't done it for a while, maybe even as long as you all have been here. We're going to have consecutive forum schedule, which means that the 10th through 12th grade will have the forum, the talk with Rachel Dart, our sex educator, tomorrow in the theater, as the 8th and 9th grade have lunch, and then you will switch so that the 8th and 9th grade will have their forum as the 10th through 12th grade have lunch. So this is now posted outside of my office. It will also be on the bulletin board across from Mr. Harmon's office, and it will be on the front of the library, and Ms. Sanika will have a copy of it in the front office. Just get a little bit aware of it so that you can follow along. Each of your periods will be 40 minutes, and you will want to do your work jobs either during lunch or during an extended 10-minute passing period in the afternoon. Okay, so big excitement. Some questions that have come in have been absolutely extraordinarily wonderful. So thank you so much to those of you who have submitted questions already. Rachel is so excited about having the opportunity to address those questions and concerns that you have. You still have time to submit tonight. She's not going to, we won't close it all off until actually we start the forum tomorrow. And then you're welcome to ask questions. It's just that you won't be asking them anonymously. All right, so go ahead and still submit questions. You can find that on the Dean of Students office page in Haiku. It's right at the top. The first thing you can see is that form to submit. The other thing I want to mention, I'll remind you about this later, is that some students have come in and asked if I'm having snack chats this year, and the answer is yes, absolutely. I will have one on Friday. A snack chat is an opportunity for you to come to my office, ask any question, make any suggestion. I will provide the snacks, you provide the chat. Okay? Jordan, did you have a question?
Will we have PAC tomorrow then?
It will be in lieu of PAL.
Instead of PAC?
Good vocab.
Good morning. I trust that you've seen the exam schedule that is now posted. And a few thoughts about the run-up to exam. It's important to think about making a study calendar. That ensures that you can space out your studying and avoid cramming. It's also a great idea to plan on studying with some other people, even just 2 people studying together, or a study group of multiple people can be very beneficial. You want to make sure that you maintain a regular schedule this week and next week. Eat healthy food, stay hydrated, get enough sleep going into exams. Wednesday is a late start day, so you can use Wednesday to make your study calendar, get a little extra rest in the morning, maybe form some study groups. And finally, just because humor always helps, a quick joke for the 8th grade: we believe in you, you can do it.
Quick revision on the CIE thing. Tomorrow's December 1st, so you have until tomorrow night to get your CIE thing. But don't delay, just like with finals, don't delay your studying and getting all that stuff done timely.